fraction of the good love I provide. See some niggas talking on the side, can you keep that silent? Not quiet. Maybe saying something, but you didn't mean nothing by it. Took her to the room, in other words, kept that private. She was my heartbreak, told her keep those violets. Seen the way you're talking on my phone last night, oh God. Do it on my jet, let's keep this private. She wants me too, she ain't even in denial. Wanna make love, she ain't even in denial. We can get away, maybe to Guatemala. Got me going deep, got me all in fresh water. Fluent on a jet, what's that? Stylish. Take another sip, then get superpowers. Whoa. If she got the hots for me, then damn it, I'm buying. I've got more pool than him and him combined. Pouring out dreams, cause we're really this high. I just had my hand on her hip, she had her eyes on the prize. Seen the way you're talking on my phone last night, oh God. Do it on my jet, let's keep this private. She wants me too, she ain't even in denial. Wanna make love, she ain't even in denial. We can get away, maybe to Guatemala. Got me going deep, got me all in fresh water.
Seatbelt, she roller coaster riding. Put you on a plane, been thinking about it. Sipping on BGA, you taste like water. Chasing me, trying to make me your partner. Maybe we can lock in later on. I can't guarantee how far. Maybe we should lock in later on. I can't guarantee my heart. Baby, don't take too long. I ain't never missed my mark. Yeah, my ex-girl had to move on. There's no pictures on the wall.
Seen the way you're talking on my phone last night, oh God. Do it at my house, let's keep this private. She wants me too, she ain't even in denial. Wanna make love, she ain't even in denial. We can get away, maybe to Guatemala.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. Face reveal day. So I finally got the webcam up. That's all good and well. But let's get into the stream. Welcome to the London live session. This is your host, Connor Abrams. Let's check out the news firstly. So this morning we really don't have too much going on. Tomorrow we have CPI, so we'll have to see how the day goes. We may be quite slow, but things are lining up quite nicely here, I'd say. Starting off on a daily here on gold. Okay, we closed pretty strong and bullish yesterday. We've also broken the highs of yesterday's candle, but the issue is right here. You know, we have a resistance right here, and we actually closed below that resistance, so a little bit of a tricky one. Looking left, we also had this previous, okay, let's look at it on a 4 hour. What's up, Shaker? It's me, brother. Okay, so looking on a 4 hour. Now, when I saw this 4 hours so bearish, I was a little bit iffy, because the thing is, our daily candle's bullish, 4 hours bearish. You know, things are not lining up all that well. But looking at this previous 4 hour level right here, let's see. looks like we've actually maybe created support on that level, and now you could say that gold is in this range right here. So we're going to see if we can get a closure above this range, above resistance, and we could potentially have buys to move with the daily bias here. Got about a 30 or 28 pip range moving up. That's not too bad at all. So that's going to be our first target for buys. Yeah, and I guess run is up into 1794 700. Morning. Watch GJ. Okay, so yeah, for gold, kind of just waiting for a break of this resistance for bars moving up. GJ, oh GJ, yeah, nice closure on GJ. Okay, so I had this marked up as resistance right here. Let's just go have a look at the daily. Looks like we're gonna move up here. Look, I'm not gonna jump into bars right now. Setup's good, but look, I wasn't on it, so a little bit late here if we do start to move up. So the daily candle yesterday, the way it closed, tells me that we could be rejecting this resistance right here, that previous daily support. Alright, but this daily candle we drove all the way down, and we have come back, rebroken its own high. And I believe at this point, because we've respected the previous daily lows, we've created a decent wick here, re-breaking its own high. We could move up and fill yesterday's wick. Alright, so looking for bars right now. Like I say, it was just a little bit slow. You'll see on the lower time frames now. For sells, looking at this daily candle, like I say, could be an exhaustion candle. So if we break yesterday's lows, I think then we could have some nice sells. So let's have a look on the lower time frames here. Hourly time frame, we had that resistance at 163, 170 right over here. Got that closure above. We have broken the highs, got a decent wick. So like I say, you know, this kind of setup, we would probably be entering buy stops on the break of the high. Let's have a look here. Yeah, the RR is not even a 1-to-1. Unless you're using current candle stops, which we're quite early in the hour, you know, we could always come back and form a steeper bottom wick. The other thing I don't like about bars right here is we've got this resistance right here. We've just tapped into that level, so tricky. Let's just do a full rundown of what we're looking for here on GJ. So that daily low of yesterday is this hourly support, and like I say, if we break yesterday's low, we could definitely have sells. What's up? We've been riding the candle all night. Hey, Japanese camera, what's up, Jared? $163,300 is resistance right over there. Yes, yeah, it is. Now look, the reason I've marked up this range from 163 170 to 163 450, okay, is if you look on a 4 hour here, like I say, based off the daily, we created a really nice bottom wick. We came back to re-break the daily highs, and we should move up to the next key level, which is going to be at 163 450. Looking on the 4 hour, okay, I believe that we should move up to 163 450. There's clean traffic on the 4 hour. I know there's this structure right here which could cause us some problems. If we were to have taken bars within this range, I would have actually liked to have gone break even at this level, but obviously the way it's set up, I think that would have been tricky. Either way, we're not in this trade, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. Okay. Morning. Yeah, it's real choppy on GJ. I'd still love to see a closure above 163 750, and then we got really nice clean candles to mirror within this range. So I got this webcam and it's got a built-in ring light. I'm like, okay, cool, like at least I don't have to buy a separate ring light, whatever. And now I'm like, I've got it at the top of my monitor. All is good and well, but this light is so bright, it's killing me. It's like I'm looking at the sun. Look, the fact of the matter is, on GJ, we are in some sort of consolidation, whether it's just this range or this range here. On the daily, we're moving into that resistance area. Okay, we've had some rejections off of this area before, so it's really it's choppy. So I'm not going to force anything within this range today. Honestly, I may just wait until we get a closure below the support. So it's below 162.585. And then your best bars are going to be above 163.750. That's best bars for me. Now if I have to just wait for price to break out of this consolidation and just have a bit more clear direction, I might just do that. Because at the moment this is choppy. I don't take this. Gold is also a little bit indecisive, but I like this bullish momentum here, if we can get a break above resistance, I believe we should move up a little bit here to the next level of resistance at 1792. Now the light is like adjustable. I can just turn it off or turn it on. But it looks better with it on. I also got the glare from the window, so much better with it on. Meanwhile, check out my chart. Okay, let's go have a look at the chart here. Gold is rejecting this resistance now as well, so we'll see about this. Let's just finish our analysis here on gold. For sales, since your 4 hour is bearish, and I mean right now, your new 4 hour candle pulled all the way up into this resistance. Looks like we are rejecting, so if we flip on this 4 hour, we could move down, fill this wick, and yeah, I guess you got pretty much clean traffic down to 1780. Let's see. Adjust this support. Gold daily ranging right now. Yeah, gold and GJ to me are on the same thing. The thing is here, with the daily, we didn't close above resistance, so we are just still in this range, and we've tapped into that daily resistance, so we could move back down to 1775 based off the daily. And your 4 hour has now closed pretty nice and bearish, so we'll see what happens here. If we could close below the support at 1785 500, we've got about 17 pips to this next support, which is where I'll go break even if we're taking sells, and then first targets are going to be at 1781. So I'm going to have sells below 1785. $17.85, $5.70. Yeah, and if you can get below 1781, then there's really nice clean traffic. So final targets for the day for sales are going to be at 17, or at least for the session, are going to be at 1777 or 1778, and we can mark up this as sales below 1781 as well. Let's do this. What's up, Ian? Yeah, finally. 1781. Okay, so that's gold for me. GJ. Thing about gold, it has better ranges here than GJ. And look how we are rejecting that minor resistance here at 163, 300. You know, it's just tricky. There's so much noise here on GJ within this area. So I don't like that whole range there that I've marked up. You know, this area right here, we're just consolidating. So between 163,740 and 162,580, I kind of want to stay out this whole area, if I'm being honest. So I could have my chart marked up like that because I'm not interested in this whole range. It's a 120 pip range, but I'm gonna leave it alone. It's choppy. It's not worth it. Given my short idea in free Discord if anyone's interested. Okay, let's go have a look at the Discord. Guys are sending some charts. What's going on? Did you draw those candles in, Jared? Yeah, I'd also like to see something like that. Hey, this man's drawing candles here. Where's Shaker's chart? Okay, there, Shaker, same story. Just wants to stay out of this consolidation area. I like that. That's not worth it. If price were to stay in this range the whole day and we don't get any trades on GJ, then what can you do? It's not worth it to force a trade within this range. Really, it's cuck. Oh, look at gold moving down heavily here. 4 hours flip bearish. Sheesh. I would have much rather seen this closure at London Open. But that's a pretty nice liquidity grab there on your 4 hour. we kind of want gold to stall here. I would have much preferred a hourly candle closure below this level. Then we would have been at London Open. Yeah, I don't know. Taking trades before London haven't always worked out that nicely. Let's see. Morning. Jared, you must say exclamation mark London Open. What's this range like? 20 pips? Light, man. Check the news. I think CPI is going to be interesting this week. If you look at the expected numbers, they're quite low. So I think it's going to be easier for the actual numbers to be higher than the expect or the forecast. So if you look back in history, the past 3 CPIs, we've had higher than forecasted numbers. Core CPI as well. So look at the numbers they have for this month. Pretty low, right? So when they have low forecasted numbers, it's going to be much easier for price to come out higher than expected. Now let's go have a look at gold in the past 3 months. So July 13th, June 10th, May 11th. Nice, gold is retracing here a little bit. I'm not interested in this 30-minute candle closure. No matter how good it closes, I'm just gonna wait for London Open, guys. So July 13th. Okay. So numbers come out supposedly good for the dollar, and we see this. And we see this dip in gold, okay? And then I think people realize, okay, actually, this means that we have higher inflation, found support, and we rally up for the rest of the day. Now, if you move on to the previous one, June 10th, you'll start to see a pattern. Look here, same story. Had this dip in price just before news, and with news it dipped a little bit more, and then we just rallied for the rest of the day. One last one, May 11th. A little bit messier, but same story. You can definitely see a pattern here. Price dips with the news, and then we kind of rally for the rest of the day. So yeah, CPI will be interesting. I'd like to see those numbers come out. As bad as it sounds. But yeah, if those numbers come out better than expected, we should have some really nice movement on gold. And if you just look back at the past 3 months of CPI, you can have a really good idea of what to do there. Alright, look at that 30-minute candle closure. If we had closed like that at London Open, we would possibly be waiting for a steeper wick, and then we could get involved on the flip, get the wick full, go break even at the support. But yeah, I think if we are waiting for London Open, we could actually get a better trade here. Right now, the stops, if you were to get involved, are kind of big. I think your most logical stop is above the previous 30-minute candle for about 40 pips, at least. So if we can wait, maybe this 30-minute candle we get a little bit more of a wick up, and then we stay below the support, get that closure below support on the hourly. Then we can have a sell on the break of the low on the next candle with stops above this 30-minute candle. So if this candle could close something like this, and your hourly still below the support, your next candle then on the break of the low break of the hourly low, we'd have sell stops. Then the position could look something like that. Look at GJ. Looking left, we've got resistance on the hourly here at 1785.075. Support there as well. Support. So I'm thinking maybe we wait for a closure below that level. I think that's going to be a lot safer. Looking left, because look at that level, it's a 4-hour level as well. This previous 4-hour, although it's bearish, we never closed below that level. So if we could just get an hourly candle below, close below that level at 1785.075, I think then we're gonna have much better sells. So that's perfectly fine. We're gonna wait 24 minutes here for London Open.
Try me 100 times. Wanted me to lie, wanted me to cry, wanted me to die. GBPJPY. I'm staying alive, we're staying alive, we're staying alive, we're staying alive. She in love and she been over once. It's not like I known her for months. This life had allowed me to take what I want. It's not like I know what I want. It's not like I know what I need. I get some time, but there's no guarantees. When I was broke, she was being a tease. 4 pockets full, now she down on her knees. Whoa, 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 whoa. Baby gon' hit it and send it to me. Yeah. Or I'ma hit it and send it to baby. That's how I get when this life get too crazy. Whoa, whoa, for real, whoa. They tryna seal the deal. See me up under a sheet, parade in the streets. Yeah. Try me 100 times. Wanted me to lie, wanted me to cry, wanted me to die. I'm staying alive, I'm staying alive, I'm staying alive, I'm staying alive. Yeah. Try me 100 times.
So, God Circle, cause you're new to the channel, I must change everything for you since you're here now. I don't know. We spoke about this the other day in the chat. What do you guys think of the chart color? Is it, is it visible for you? Is it alright? I just feel the whites, looking at whites all day, it's harsh on my eyes. But these are my candles. They don't change. Blue and black, it's not going to change. And the blue and black doesn't work on a dark background. So I'm pretty happy with how it looks right now. I don't know, everyone else can put the input in. But so far I'm pretty happy here. Also, just check your resolution, what do you call it, video quality. Go into the settings of the video quality, click advanced, change it to 720 or 180p, otherwise you'll never see clearly anyway. But I mean, I'm on my phone, yeah, I can see pretty clearly. No, I'm not going to make it white. Let's see, it's probably also in consolidation. Yeah. Straight consolidation. It is looking like it may break resistance here, so I mean, if you get a closure above there, above resistance at London Open, or let's maybe adjust this level. Closure above 137,900. Yeah, you could move up. Maybe 25 to 50 pips. Yeah, that's all I can say for EJ. Other than that, we don't trade EJ on this channel. So 15 minutes. Yeah, gold is playing along today. We'll see if we get that closure below. Yeah, live chat's not yet today. So no drawdown. Hopefully. Actually, I haven't seen live chat in a minute. Or naked HD. Yeah, if love chat comes before we take a trade, we're just gonna take the opposite trade. Then we know we've got at least 10, 15 pips in the bag, and we call it a day. Not gonna impulse short on the open though. We'll wait 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm not necessarily gonna wait 15 minutes. I'll just wait for a decent top wick on the new candle, but I need to see us close below 1785 here. How did this 15-minute close? Bullish. Yeesh, that's not good, eh? Gold reaches 2000 this month. Only way we would reach 2000 on gold anytime soon is if shit were to really hit the fan. No, I don't think we're gonna reach 2000 anytime soon. As long as we respect the monthly highs here. Wait. I want to get something for you guys. Trying to get this swim story working so I can draw and leave our analysis on here. World Cup monkeypox. No, monkeypox. I don't think monkeypox is gonna be too much of a problem. It depends how the media paints it. It all comes down to, you know, how much fear. Yeah, it all depends how much fear there is in the markets or in the world. So obviously, if people are shitting themselves because of this monkeypox story, then we could see gold move up, but I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. These dogs are getting on my nerves. Okay. I can't get the Zoom story working, but as long as we respect the monthly highs, okay, this current monthly candle could still drive down and full last month's wick. Here we go.
Giving drugs, nah, I'm a pop star, not a doctor. Bitches calling my phone like I'm locked up non-stop. From the plane to the fucking helicopter, yeah. Cops pulling up like I'm giving drugs, nah, I'm a pop star, not a doctor. Hey, shorty
long as we respect that level, this candle could drive all the way up. Okay, respect that high, still flip bearish, and come down and fill this wick. But like Uncle Ted said, gold needs a clear catalyst to drive up 1,000 pips. Yeah, definitely. It's not just going to drive up all that way. Yeah, this Zoom annotate story is quite annoying. It's not as easy as I thought it would be. Anyway, let's have a look when gold did drive up to the 2000s, alright? So the first time, not the first time, obviously. Okay, maybe this was the first time we tapped into 2000s. During 2020, now we had COVID. Obviously COVID was a big thing and people were scared. Okay, people were really scared, and that's what there was this whole lockdown, masks, people dying, so that instilled a lot of fear, and we saw the price of gold rocket up. Okay, look at this monthly candle, July. So we're gonna need something major for price to drive all the way back up to those levels. We did drive back up to those levels in Feb and March, but we had the whole Russia-Ukraine story, and Russia did physically invade Ukraine. China hasn't physically invaded Taiwan just yet. Postpone the Olympics? I don't know about that. I haven't seen anything about that. I don't know if that will have an effect on the market. You know, if you are trading stocks or whatever, certain companies depend on the Olympics for branding and marketing. I know Omega watches, I may be mistaken, but Omega watches, as far as I know, they sponsor the Olympics, and now to not have their brand up there on display, you know, company can take a hit, but I don't know if it's gonna have an effect on gold and the dollar. I don't think it'll have an impact at all. Won't really have an impact because we need something major. Postponing the Olympics won't really, yeah, it's not major. It's sport. It's like cancelling a rugby match. Nothing's gonna happen to gold. Things that are going to drive gold up, like just examples, I mean, anything could happen, but obviously war, pandemics, recession, you know, big things, not cancelled Olympics. Four minutes left. We need this candle to push down here. GJ still not doing anything. Looks like we could have a fake out back into this range right here. But yeah, I'm gonna stay out of this mess right here on GJ. Gold. Oh, there we go. Come on. See, this candle is printing exactly how we need it to. We just need to see that closure. To the T. I need to get my trading phone. Yes, love chat. How about this, Jared? Have a look at this. Right on time. Love chat to the rescue. Hello, I've just opened 100 lot buy on gold. Yeah, okay, so even if we close below, because love chat's here, we're gonna take bars. %100% win rate indicator. Just looking here, you know, this is your most recent support resistance. I don't know, even if we could close below there, we could have sell stops on the break of the low. "33 seconds. I would like to see this candle push down a little bit. Yeah, that closure, man. I'm sus on gold sales at the moment. Going to need to see a closure first. You're getting in short if the next 1H gives the upside wick, then breaks the lows. In theory, we did close below this most recent support. So if we break the previous hourly low, we could at least come into this support level right here. 5 pips, damn. It's not bad though. Look at that hourly candle closure. Nice engulfing candle. Stops above the previous 30. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. This 30-minute close bullish, but it's respecting the most recent support. You know, obviously it never broke the previous candle highs. So if we respect this previous 30-minute high, and we start to flip bearish, I'm gonna have sell stops at 1784, 875. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, you know, I was buying all of this stuff, and I was like, you know, this is literally my job. So it's nice to actually put some time and attention into it. Yeah, look at those 15-minute candles. Weak bullish candle, nice rejection. If we break the low of that previous 15, we could even start to move down quite nicely. But for the safest sell stops here, I'm going to have a sell stop on the break of the previous hourly low. Stops above the previous 30-minute candle. So $17.84, 460. I'm pretty happy with the top wick. We've pushed up into this area of consolidation. We had this bearish momentum pre-London. We've kind of retraced ever so slightly, just consolidated, formed resistance. I haven't even set these sell stops on my phone. Come on, man. Alrighty. Stops are looking like 23 pips. 23, 24 pips. 1785, 200 acting like a support. On my broker, stops are going to be at 1784,30. $35. If we break the previous 30-minute high, I'll delete sell stops. Stop loss at 1786.8 for 24 pips. I know there is a support slightly lower that I actually did mark up just now, but the thing is, look where the sell stop is, okay? It's in a safe place. If price does want to drive up here, from these levels, I'm not going to be taking buys, but in theory, if it wants to drive up, it shouldn't break this previous hourly low. And if it does break that previous hourly low, then I believe that there's a much higher probability that we should at least, you know, fill this minor range here and tap into 1783.300. 1783.500, let's say. And if we break the previous 30-minute highs, then we delete sell stops. Never broke it. Gold daily doesn't give any clear picture. Weekly says different and monthly says different. Yeah, that's true. Spoken about it quite a bit already. I even said in the Discord we could potentially see gold ranging between 1760 and 1800 for some time before we see this bearish continuation. Otherwise, if we do have this flare up with the China-Taiwan story, then yeah, we could potentially see us break out to the upside and maybe even carry on to 2000 like we were talking about earlier. You never know. But for the time being, we've tapped into a higher time frame resistance area. Looking here at the weekly time frame, you got this area that we've tapped into, and as you can see on the lower time frames, we are starting to consolidate. So we're having a tough time here. Direction isn't clear, and that's just because on the higher time frame right now we are tapping into an indecision level. So we'll see what happens from these levels, but for the time being, just gonna make do with the lower time frames. 4 hour closed bearish, so that's a nice indication that we could potentially drive down. Your daily is definitely ugly, but we never closed above resistance here, so yeah, we'll see. GJ is extremely ugly. GJ is even worse. Your weekly is bullish, but I mean, this whole area is just starting to become very messy. There's no clear weekly levels. Your daily levels are also all over the place. It's just horrible. Look at this. Gold flip bearish. We've respected the previous 30-minute highs. Yeah, Stivzor, you're right. 15-minute candle's pretty close here. Need the toilet, man. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna leave these sell stops in. Stop loss above the 30-minute candle high. Account for spread. So going break even at 1783,520. Guys, give me a second. I don't think we're gonna get triggered in right now. 15 minutes about to close. I do want to see a top wick on the new 15. But sell stops are in a pretty safe place. So give me 1 minute. I'm gonna be right back. What did I say? 15 minutes created a top wick. we're not in just yet, so this is looking alright. I'd have liked to actually see this previous 15 close below support, but anyway, that's still pretty bearish. Now that confirms that we formed resistance right over here. So if you break the previous hourly low, I believe we should pretty easily move into this next support right here. Stops are about 24 pips. Looking good. Is the delay really that bad? It's about 20 seconds, guys. That is pretty bad. It's not the end of the world. Just make sure you live. Click the live button there on the stream. Yeah, it's about 20 seconds. I've got the YouTube here, and I've got the streaming software here. I can see 20-second delay. So it's not that big. Cheers, Jared. Yeah, 20 seconds is pretty shitty though. In a different scenario, if let's say we had a better closure on the hourly candle, we could have taken the hourly flip, but in this scenario, just wasn't ideal. It looks like we're about to get triggered in here. First targets are going to be at 1781.830. Second targets are at 1778.
I pray that you got the courage to flourish on all your urges, whether it's a new dream or refurbished. Understand, nothing's off limits if it's on this earth, bitch. So let's get to work, bitch. Big dog autobiography. Made moves with the bros, no choreography. She told me I'm the one. I looked over, said obviously. Then looked up in the mirror like, who the fuck stopping me, huh? Who's stopping me, nigga? Shit, who's stopping me? At the top, my girl the only one on top of me, nigga. Who's stopping me, huh? Who's stopping me? Keep it going, don't stop for me. Don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop, don't stop. Yeah, a little metronome, trust in each shot.
If we don't get triggered in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to wait for this 30-minute candle closure. Next 3 minutes, sorry.
Hey, sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas. Sick of this shit. Move to the Ritz. Turn out the bitch. It is what it is, yeah. GLE, cause that Lambo moving fast. S-class, G-class, lot of class. In a rocket and that bitch ain't got no tags. Louis bags in exchange for body bags, yeah. I'm sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas.
Broke the previous 30-minute lows. 4 weeks left.
Whatever you did, it is what it is, and I'm so tired. I fuck with them all, but I got ties. Knock you off to pay their ties. They want me gone, but don't know why. It's too late for all that love and death shit. I'm your brother shit. All that other
Yeah, we may just delete sell stops here and wait for the 30-minute candle closure.
it's too late for all that. Hey, it's too late for all that love and
I'm gonna give it 1 more minute.
I'm your brother shit. All that other shit. It's too late for all that. Hey, it's too late for all that. Hey, sick of these niggas.
What's up with you guys in NZDJPY?
I'm not with the rah-rah. I am a da-da.
Every other person wants me to have a look at NZDJPY. Man, I'm telling you, NZDJPY is probably also in consolidation. And that's probably why you're asking me. So, don't even bother. Just wait for a clear direction. Pretty locked in on gold, so I'm not gonna have a look at that right now. Oh, check out the GJ daily. Yeah, we could have sells on GJ. Looks like we're about to get triggered in here. Still about 6 minutes of the 30-minute candle. Yeah, about to get triggered in here.
I'm your brother shit, all that other shit. It's too late for all that. Hey, it's too late for all that.
So we are in. Final targets for the session are going to be at 1778. Looks like we're moving down to our break-even point. Just about. Just a little bit more. The issue is with going break even so soon, your new 30 minutes could definitely wick us out here. but it's definitely going to be the safest thing to do. Otherwise, another way you could manage risk here is, instead of moving stops to break even, move stops above the 15-minute candle. If we are wanting to continue down here, we shouldn't break that 15-minute high. But I think I'm gonna do that instead of moving stops to break even. You'll see I haven't moved it just yet. What's up, Shamik? King Shamik. Three minutes for the 30-minute candle. Alright, so at this point, just about tapped into that go break even level. I'm gonna trust in this previous this current 15-minute high right over here, and I'm gonna move my stops, just make them a bit smaller. That's one way to manage risk. So at least if we wake up on the 30-minute, we don't get that, we don't get tapped out at BE. Looking pretty good here, solid. $30-minute is about to close. Let's see, we are closing below 1785, but there's this support right here, which is, yeah, I don't like that. Would have liked to see us close below that level. But there's definitely volume here, so let's see if we can fill this wick. Once we break this 15-minute low, at that point I'm gonna go break even for sure. But you can see if we had gone break even, we didn't even really tap into that break even point, but we had a nice little push down, so I think it was a good time to take a bit of risk off the table, make stops a bit smaller. Like I say, if we break that 15-minute low, that's where I'm gonna go break even. Waking up on the 30. Yeah, if you were wanting to get involved in gold now, you probably want to see a closure below this support. So unfortunately, that looks a little bit choppy to get involved now. With the sell stops on the break of the previous hourly low, gave us about a 5 pip advantage. Not much, but anyway. Hey yo, what happened on GJ? For a second, GJ looked like it was about to break the daily lows, and the next thing, oh, he flipped. Wow. I like that this new 30-minute doesn't really have a bottom wick. Gives me confidence that we could still flip on this candle, and once we do, I believe we'll drive down and fill the previous 30-minute wick, and then we'll move to our first targets at 1781, 830. $8.50. Kinda want this 5 minute to close, respecting this support. Gold, one more flipping. Heavy. Stops went from about 24 pips to about 17, so not bad. We've taken some risk off the table. You can see exactly where I've got my stop loss. So like I say, always just account for spreads. Got it about 3-4 pips above that previous 15 minute. Because keep in mind, we've got this resistance right here. So price could easily push up into this level and reject. Looks like we are pushing back down, so that's a really nice wick there on your 30 minutes. If we flip bearish at this point, we've definitely got enough liquidity to have a strong push down. Can't see your screen clearly, my bad. What is the latest about gold? Nothing really right now. We should see tomorrow after CPI. We had a massive drop on gold from NFP. And we've retraced pretty much that whole move. So yeah, we had that drop from NFP, retraced the move, and looks like we are failing to work up back to those previous highs, moving down right now. Yeah, I took buys over here yesterday, got clapped, and then price moved up nicely to targets. But yeah, let's see what's gonna happen today. A little bit more volume this morning. Five-minute fake out, or what? So like I say, already taking some risk off the table by making stops a little bit smaller here, putting stops above the previous 15-minute candle. And once we break that 15-minute low, we'll move stops to break even, and we'll be in a risk-free trade with targets down here at 1781.850. Final targets are going to be at 1778. Five-minute close bearish. Screen frozen. No, it's not. I'm just not moving it. 15 minutes about to close. In about 2.5 minutes, so right now it's pretty bullish. Please, can I sell gold at 1785 in TPIT? I mean, you don't have to ask me. You can sell gold whenever you want. I'm already in gold sales. Five minutes, break the low, flip bearish on 15. Come on. Yeah, I mean, if that's a confirmation for you, then go ahead. I don't know how comfortable I'd feel with entering right now. Your 15-minute is bullish. Just the thing is, if you had to enter right now, it's a completely different trade. The initial entry idea is past. The initial entry was on the break of the hourly lows. So, like I say, that entry is gone. If you're wanting to enter now, I just don't see what's setting up here to be a high probability entry. All depends on your style. Maybe you like that 5-minute setup. So 15-minute closed like a weak bullish, got a pretty steep top wick, respected the previous candle high. 30-minute now is a nice top wick. We still don't really have much of a bottom wick, so the first half of this 30-minute candle we've spent creating a top wick. I think it would make sense for us to flip bearish and create that bottom wick now, and then at that point I think this bearish momentum should carry us through here to at least fill the previous candle wick, and we can get stops to break even. Let's see it. Come on. Love chat. I don't want to see this 5-minute break the previous 5-minute low. Then I think we'll move down quite nicely. Move down and come and fill this wick. When will you start managing risk? Already managed risk to an extent. Stops were originally 24 pips. They are now 17, so already taken some risk off the table. And like I say, which I've mentioned about 3 or 4 times already, if we come back and break that 30-minute low, we'll just tap into that 30-minute low, that previous candle wick right there. That's when I'm going to go break even. And I'm going to leave the full runner until, or the full position open until we reach our first targets here. Just sitting. No partials closed if going in the opposite direction. Thank you for subscribing. I'll tell you when I close partials. Five-minute close, no bottom wick. Here comes the volume. I normally have ants in my pants, so to be on camera is a different story. Try to not be too fidgety. Anyway. Don't think the Red Bull's helping. Alright. Risk management. I think this 15 minutes created its high. Okay, we had that little, we had the first candle of this 15 minute, no, yeah, first 5 minutes of the 15, closed nice and bearish. The next 5 minutes we had that like a little jump up there in price. And I think that's going to be the top wick for the 15-minute candle. So if we re-break that high, that's where we can manage risk. So at that point, if we re-break the current 15-minute high, that's where I'm going to close half. So instead of taking a 24 pip stop, we're basically going to be taking half off at 5 pips, and worst case scenario, the rest of our position gets closed at negative 17. But so far so good. It looks like we are going to break that previous 15-minute low and then fill the previous 30-minute wick and then continue down to our targets. Or not. Just a few more minutes, 6 minutes until the hourly candle close. When you look on the 30-minute, there's a support messy wick at 1781. So a nice clean range down would be, yeah, that's true. First targets are going to be at that support. If you haven't got involved in sales just yet, I think we've broken that 15-minute high. Yeah, okay, I'm going to close half right here at about negative 5 pips. Yeah, there's very little volume right now. That 5 minute doesn't look nice. We failed to close below support here. We reacted to that support and closed bullish. I think the next best bet for sales is going to be when price moves back into this range right here. Yeah, I think if we break this high and close full, because right now it looks like your 30-minute is going to close pretty strong bullish. Okay, there we go. I'm closing full at about 15 pips, negative 15 pips. Negative 13 pips. So US dollar is crashing. Took the sell at 9.24. $24 pips stop, same as yesterday. Closed half at -5 pips only. Nice risk management. So a total of -13 pips. Not a great start to the week. Eesh. Look at that. Good thing we managed risk. Check this out. Crazy. What's going on? Look at this candle. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I would have never taken bars off of those levels. For me, bars were planned above 1789, so it is what it is. DXY coming down. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not crashing. Chill. Chill, man. It's crashing on a 1 minute time frame. Definitely choppy. Previous weekly was bullish, so it looks like we created support. You know, right over there. But yeah, dollar just consolidating right now. Thanks, Jared. I thought you were gone. Yeah, market conditions are just choppy. consolidation on gold, consolidation on GJ. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to wait for tomorrow, yeah. Maybe even wait for Thursday, yeah, for the London session. Because tomorrow we have CPI in the afternoon. So maybe slow in the morning. Yeah, we did take a trade. Took sells here on gold. Managed risk quite nicely. Negative 13 pips. But yeah, man, nothing more to do here. Gold's moving up nicely. I probably want to wait for the 4-hour candle here though. This thing is moving. I'll wait and see if we get this closure above resistance. Moving up, moving up. I mean, we would have needed a closure above resistance. And this thing is just flying here, so there's nothing we can do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be done for the day then. This thing has kind of got away from us. 8 pips slip. Jeez. If it could close above here on the 30-minute or even the hourly, you could potentially fill this wick on the new hourly, but keep in mind it's also a new 4-hour, so it's gonna be tricky. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Seems like the volume's only just kicked in though. I mean, look at these candles here. All of a sudden, just got a lot of volume. Trying to get this camera sorted. Got a green screen, but it's pulling color from my face and shirt. Yeah, look at this. What? MFF sucks. Got slipped 8 pips. That's hectic. I've never been slipped that bad, but it happens. There was clearly a lot of volume here. I don't know where the hell you had a buy stop. Maybe on the flip or I don't know. Got no clue. Maybe above the previous 4-hour high. But yeah, man, should have waited for a closure. I don't know. There's no way you can really avoid slippage. It's just part of the game. I saw on Roger's Instagram he traded NFP, got slipped like 40 pips, he said. That's crazy. someone would have probably lost their life savings on that 40 pip slippage. 30-minute flip. Oh, well done, Shaker. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Easy 40 pips, but you closed at break even. Ah, we see you. Yeah, look at this thing. Gold leaving us in the dust. GJ obviously just in a terrible area right now. Not losing is also winning, yeah, definitely. Losing less than you plan to lose is also a win in a sense. I'll take it as a win. Risked 1%, only lost 0.5%. What to do? What to do? I don't think I'm gonna wait here until Asian close. I would have liked to take advantage of this range. Your next resistance is up here at 1792, but you got more resistance right here at 1793, about 10 pips away. Pretty choppy area this, so yeah, I'm gonna call it a day here. 8 pip stop loss to feel so bad. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'll check you guys tomorrow. Let me hit the outro here. Cheers everybody, have a great day, safe trading. If you managed risk, well done. Just be careful, markets are choppy at the moment. We are consolidating on the higher time frames here, or in nearing indecision levels, so messy, very messy. GJ is looking horrible. So yeah, cheers guys, take it easy.
Some of us won't, never wanna put us in the media, bro. Wanna fat booty like Kardashians, wanna fat booty like my auntie got a yo. We like the blood clot, tell her reload it. I've got the camera, my girls are posing. I need some backup, then my ones are rolling. Grown women things, I'm never at risk. Mind my own business, I'm never in mess. Who am I ain't bae, get a slice of the cake. Want a house with a view and a new pair of shoes. Keep it real from the jump, Gucci gang, little pump. Little vibe, little bass, little kick, little snare. Little lies, big truths, do you, they don't care. Do you, they don't care, get your ass at the box and build up from there. I don't have a gang with me, but I still walk with a gangster lean. And rock Nikes cause we think they're clean. MJ leather jacket beating Billie Jean. MJ leather jacket cause I think I'm bad. That's cool, I like it. The growth, the light, the pain, the fight. We love, we fight, we hurt, we cry. He paid the price, you'll be I think I need some time away. I took a little time. I pray we gon' be alright. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay. I think I need some time
your codes. These black girls need to be in the shows. Be on the runways, not just mood boards. On top of that, we got a steam in your team. Look at your crown, natural, relax at a Jerry.
I'm too young. Tell me why would I try? I'm taking losses for all these profits. I need to feel like Tyson in his prime. Her name Izzy out in Paris, Cinderella's on my snap. Should be heading to a palace, but I'm out here on the north circle, puffing on sativa. Rich or broke, I'll tell you that I'm neither. I just need a bunch of numbers to go home to, cause I've been doing all these things I'm not supposed to. And if we really were that close, I would've told you. So all those L's ain't really over, they're just old news. I moved on and now I'm bunning on some cookies while I'm banging out some Fredo. I'm watching Paid in Full, but I've been paid slow. I'm in a crystal maze, my life's a game show, but how's it gonna change though? The only way it will is if I make those. So can you tell me why? Do I try? I'm taking losses for all these profits. That's why I cry. And I really don't feel like it's the weather any longer. Cause when the sun is up, sometimes I don't feel like I'm getting stronger. And they all say that I'm too young, but I'm too old to be too dumb and be too broke. I'm trying to keep a little smile and laugh my way to the bank. Hey, what goes around can really come right back. I've always had a beef with karma and I try fight back, but now it's too late to live my life like that. So if I ever count my blessings, I will try give back. I need 1 trillion, just 1 million. So every beat I touch, I'm making sure I'm killing them. I'm trying to write my fucking lyrics while I'm feeling them, but every time I blaze, I get a little more resilient. I need to put these raws down and take a breathe for a sec. I'm trying to break away from life and I'm in need of a check. I'm on a sofa right now and using sheets for a bed. I'm being real, there is no need to pretend, but now I'm thinking that the Reaper's had enough of me. Every day is nudging me. I was washing all these dirty plates and cutlery, but wanna live in luxury. Should I be content with this? What's up with me? I think it's true, this life just isn't cut for me. But how am I gonna end it? I don't like the way it started. I grew up with all my family, but in time we've all departed. Our conversations drying up, our energy's lethargic. I just wish we could go back to where this all had fucking started. So can you tell me why? Do I try? I'm taking losses for all these profits. That's why I cry.
Cheerio, guys. See you